Hey guys, Average Joe Arms here, and this is the Mac 9 DS Comp 4.25 inch. If you've been following my channel, I've been putting out quite a few videos on this. Started with the first range trip of 400 rounds. Then I took it to a competition, shot about 180. And then we took it to its third range day. We put 420, like 5 on it. So it's over 1K now. It's like 1,005 rounds on it, I believe. I've shot the most of that. I shot probably 800 of that. Miss Average Joe Arms shot about 200. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit more in-depth, up-close review on it. My last one was kind of on the range. Audio isn't very good, and there's things I'd really like to get into on the gun with you. Take it apart, put the gauge on it, show you guys some different things. So first I'm going to start off with just fit and finish on the gun so far. When I unboxed it, I really wasn't too happy with fit and finish. First of all, let me show you that it is empty. There's no mag in it. Chamber is clear. One of the things that right there from the start, I guess I'll start with that. One of my initial issues was it kind of gets hung up on the disconnector. It's not very slick or smooth as far as like with my Apollo. It's like very slick, very smooth, nice and easy. You could go with it. With this, it kind of gets like chunky. I can't do that nice smooth. It right about here, it gets stuck and it breaks. So that is something. But as far as performance and affecting the performance, it doesn't at all. When it shoots, it's very smooth. So that is something. The fit is still very good. We don't have any rattle. Nothing really moves around. So that's good. One of the other things too, I noticed in Honest Outlaw's video, he was having issues with the coating on his. Now it was like I think he put 250 rounds on it, and he had some coating issues. Now as you can see with mine, I got 1K on it, and I have 0 issues. Everything still looks like it did right out of the box. Which is nice. So that's not a problem that I'm having. So finish that way, I'm very impressed with. I hate this guide rod, but anyway, yeah. So that's really great. I've heard people say about the optic screws. I did not use the ones in the box. I did use the ones in the box for the plate to here because I didn't have any, and I just figured I could always change them out later. But that hasn't come loose. The optic itself came loose about after 200 rounds at the range. I tightened it up. After that, it's been fine, and no problems or issues. I did tape up the grip safety. Excuse me. That was only because of competition. Normal range, I don't do that, but when I compete, I like to tape the grip safety, and I did have it for the competition and just left it on there. It just makes it more comfortable. The mag release is kind of big. On my other competition gun, the Apollo, I had put an extended one of these, and on my Springfield Prodigy had an extended one. And when I would get my second hand up here to present, sometimes I would hit the mag release. So I was a little worried about this, but that did not happen with this one. It's not too stiff where you can't hit it, but it's stiff enough where the accidental hits don't happen. Which kind of brings me to my next point, which is kind of strange. I am getting accidental hits on engaging my safety in competition. Now, as you can see, it's very, very easy, kind of mushy, not an audible click when you push it up. Goes up very easy. Down, nice. Up, it's very easy. Now, people are telling me I need to ride it and I'm handling my gun wrong. Well, I shoot a lot of 2011s, and I shoot 2011 in competition for a while now. And my Apollo, I shoot this, and as you see where my hand is here, I've never accidentally engaged this. And you can also see how hard that is. That is a stiff safety. I've never accidentally engaged that, and I use this in competition all the time. This is how I like to shoot. I do not like to ride my hand like this. That's not how I like to shoot. So it's never been a problem with the Apollo, and this has the Prodigy grip module, but even with the other one. I've never accidentally engaged a safety with that. With this, I would say I hit it 2-3 times.
You'll get there.
That's an issue for me, especially if I want to keep competing with it. I'm not sure I will, because this puts me in an open division, and that's against, you know, $7,000 to $10,000 race guns. I did it just for fun. I might do it again just for fun, but that is something I'm going to have to worry about. The slide lock is one of the things I wanted to talk about next. It does feel a little plasticky, almost like it wants to bend, and it's kind of difficult to push out when you're trying to find that piece. Not so much anymore. When it was new, it was very difficult. Now it's not so bad. But when you slide, like on my any other 2011, I slide the hammer back and I push up, and it'll lock. Well, with this one, you got to kind of find it. So just the easiest way to do it is to push up as you pull back and wait for it to click. Most of the time the slide's being locked back on an empty mag anyway. It's not a big deal. And it is very nice at being extended though. With my hand, let me get it in the shooting position. In the shooting position, I can reach up and hit the slide lock, which is kind of nice. So that's really nice. Trigger has been great. I have no issues with it. I would like it to be lighter. I'll show you that in a second. But I actually like it. It feels good. It's got a very nice reset. No problems at all with that. It's advertised as being like a 3 or a 4 pound trigger. It is much more than that. And let's just check it again, just for ha-has. She's empty. Okay. And we're gonna put this on here. It's already at 5 pounds or 5 ounces, but let's give her a pull. I'm gonna go really slow and nice and easy. All right, we're not even to the wall, and we're still going, and we're at, okay. I hear YouTube is not a fan of it, so I'm just gonna show you instead, and let's try it again. Oh, well, it would help if I pulled the hammer back. Okay. There's the second one. That's our average down here. So that's kind of heavy for a 2011. Do one more. We'll do an average of 3. Okay. And that's the third one. So that's kind of heavy for a 1911. But I shot it really well. And like I said, competition, it was fine. Yeah, I can take that down a little bit. So I probably will. I like 3.5 personally. So that is no problem. But I wanted to keep it stock till 1K. So that's the trigger. But as far as feel, the trigger feels really good. Nice reset. Yeah, it feels really good. There is some inserts to make this bigger or shorter. I'm going to leave it right there because it feels really good for me. I guess it's the medium anyway, and most of my triggers I like to get are mediums. So the trigger's been fine. Absolutely great. Grip module, I'll go next. When I first got this, first started looking at it, put it in my hand, I thought this was going to be one of the first things I wanted to change after 1,000, but I really like it. Now, that's very subjective too. Miss Average Joe Arms does not like it as much as the Prodigy grip module. I'm not saying that this is better than this. She likes this one better. Myself personally, I kind of prefer the Prodigy, but this one feels good too. I'm not going to change this. I'm going to keep this. I like the magwell that it comes with. I have no problem with that. I like the way it fits my hand. My hand isn't squished in there with the magwell, but I think it keeps my hand really nice in the gun. Whereas with the Prodigy, I kind of have too much room in here, and I feel like my hand has a lot of room to move around, and I don't have that with this, and I really like that personally. So like I said, subjective. Everybody's going to feel something different. She doesn't like it as much. I do. So that's really nice. So that's pretty much going over all the major parts. What I want to do now is take it apart. I'm going to do that off camera, but I'll come back with you guys while it's in pieces. We're not going to take the grip frame off the module off the frame. I'm just going to tear it down like normal cleaning, like you're supposed to do, which is part of the safe operation of a handgun. So give me a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And I just want to say I really don't like these guide rods. I like a toolless, but I mean, it's not terrible. But I wanted to show you it's holding up pretty good as far as that finish on here. There's not like big marks that are missing or anything, but I am replacing this anyway. No real issues. If anybody out there knows what the stock recoil spring is, I've heard lots of answers. I went on Mac's website. They don't tell you. I've heard anywhere from 17 to 14 pounds. Like I said, after 1,000, I'm going to do some things, and I'm going to buy that test pack from Atlas where you get 11, 12, 13, and 14, and I'm going to try them all and try and find the best one anyway. But I'm just curious if anybody knows the actual recoil spring weight. Reverse plug is fine. I am going to get one of these with the toolless guide rod anyway. Here is your slide lock, and like I said, I was a little concerned. It felt a little weak, but no issues. The paint is holding up good, the coating. Let's go to more important pieces like the barrel. I am going to polish this, and as you can see, it is missing some paint there, which is okay. It should anyway. Sorry, my cat's hair is all over this. But it's holding up good. The barrel lug is fine. I had issues with my Apollo barrel lug at one point, but not anymore. But this one's really nice. As you can see, the barrel kind of bulges out for that bull barrel, which is weird. I've only had ones that are like bowl and go straight down. This kind of flutes out, which is kind of weird. But hey, it's fine. It's holding up good though. I don't see any major points of worry or concern. That's fine. You can see it's dirty. We just shot it today. I am going to polish the disconnect ramp in here a little bit, but it's holding up good. Like we said with the coating, no issues. I've seen some guys were having some issues right about in here with that coating. I am not at all. Whatever you see here is just grease and stuff. The coating is absolutely fine. As you can see, I will be replacing firing pin spring. That's just stuff I like to do, not because it needs it. Like I said, we're at 1,000. Gun's reliable. A lot of people won't shoot 1,000 rounds to their guns. If you're watching my channel, you're probably not one of those people. You're probably one of those people like me that love to shoot and shoot your guns a lot. So, that's a little different. But nothing that really shows major concerns. Same here. No concerns. Everything looks really good. Got a little bit here, but a lot of this too is I didn't clean it yet. Since the range trip, it probably looked just fine. That spot right there, I'm just going to slap a brush through real quick. And that's where the disconnector is. And let's just give her a little rub down. And take a look. Yeah, as you can see, it's just like brand new still. It just needs a little wipe down. Disconnect, like I said, it is a little clunky. I think that the disconnect is hanging up a little. I think that's more of with the slide. Just needs a little polishing. I think it'll be fine. But everything else is good. Let me drop that hammer safely, because you don't want to drop your hammer on that block there. Give you a good look in there. Yeah. So for 1,000 rounds, I'm very impressed with this gun. I actually am very impressed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up and put it back together. And if you guys hang for a second, I'm going to show you some of the things with the magazines too. And we'll wrap it up. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so she's all back together. And I clean it and I lube it, and all at the same time. So I just want to show you that, like, even just lubed up, I still got that little clunk in it. But like I said, I'm going to polish it. I think it'll get better. But the other thing too, I wanted to say, at this point, I have no plans to replace the internals. A lot of people get EGW, whatever. These are working fine. I have no plans on replacing that or the grip module. I'm going to do minor stuff: tools, guide rod, mainspring, might go lighter in that. Do a firing pin and firing pin spring, things like that. Nothing major, and just kind of go a little bit at a time. And like I said, this coating is really nice. I was really concerned, but even now, because now I've wiped it down and it's a lot cleaner than it was before. You could see. Does that look like it's got wear after 1,000 rounds to you guys? To me, absolutely not. So honestly, I like it better than my Prodigy, a lot better than my Prodigy. I had a hate relationship with that thing. So, but anyway, I did want to show you. I got a Checkmate, a T-Sauce, a Staccato, a 20-round Prodigy. I don't have any 17 Prodigies left to show you, and a 26-round Prodigy. The Checkmate, T-Sauce, all those, they're all the same mags, even down to the tooling marks. So they all performed perfect. They release good. They go in good, no problem. That is the Checkmate mag. Sorry, camera there. There we go. Checkmate. This is the T-Sauce. See if we can get that without a freaking glare. And absolutely perfect. No issues with any of the mags, really. The Staccato mag. That's the 2011 Staccato mag. Now, the 20-round Prodigies. This is where you can have some issues if you watch any of my prior videos, even the shooting one. After I got it in the gun and I dropped the slide on it, it popped out. 20s are a little tight in there. Oh, see, this one just fell right out. It really is tight. There is no movement in there. To release it, it pops straight out. But you really got to push hard on that. So like there, like it feels like it's in. It's not. You got to hit it. But shooting wise, it performs perfectly. But I tend to not want to use them. I've heard some guys saying that they just shave the top of these. But I also use these for competition because when I compete with the Apollo, that's in limited optics, and this fits perfect in them, and I love it. And this is what I compete with, 20s. Can't go bigger than 20 in competition. So I'm not going to touch my 20-round mags. And I'm not going to make them fit this when I have so many mags that do fit it. This is what I ran in competition because, like I said, I'm in open division. If you guys don't know, in USPSA, once you're in open, you can use whatever round capacity you want. These worked perfect, flawless. I really like them, and they work great in it. So whatever mags you got, this is going to run them. Like I said, you might have a slight issue with these. It'll run. Just getting in and out may be a little difficult, and that's up to you if you want to modify them to fit. So with that being said, you've seen some footage sporadically thrown throughout the video. I'm going to be shooting this gun a lot more, and not really for any other reason. I'm not sponsored by Mac. They didn't send me this gun. I'm sponsored by Miss Average Joe Arms. But I want to shoot this because it's fun and I like to shoot. So range trips, we're just going to keep bringing the Apollo for Miss Average Joe, and I'm just going to keep putting more rounds and more rounds on it. So I'm very impressed with it. I like it a lot. At this point, I'm considering getting a 5-inch comped version and then using that in competition, but I'm not sure yet. I really do like this a lot. So if you guys got any questions or comments and want to know anything, or if I got something wrong, you want to teach me something, please leave them down in the comments. Like I said, if you got any info on that recoil spring, it's kind of hard to find these things. Like even with my Prodigy, I was trying to find the stock recoil spring weight, and nobody had it. So I kind of had to just guess around. So if you do know, let me know. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, take care of each other. Average Joe Arms.